Hello everyone, and welcome to another brand new episode on my channel, Wonder Boho Book Club. Today I'll be discussing the book, The Road Back to You, written by Ian Morgan Cron and Suzanne Stabile. Ian Morgan Cron is a renowned teacher of the Enneagram, a best-selling author, an Episcopal priest, and a trained psychotherapist. Suzanne Stabile is an internationally recognized Enneagram master known for her creative approach to Enneagram instruction. The Enneagram is an ancient personality assessment system with its origins going back to early Christianity. The black sheep, the loyal logician, the dynamic doers, people's personalities are as diverse as sand. And even though it might seem too far-fetched to be able to predict who we are and how we behave, the Enneagram always seems to nail it with surprising accuracy. In The Road Back to You, Ian and Suzanne take a unique approach and use Enneagram wisdom to explore self-knowledge, compassion for others, and love for God. Filled with interesting stories and valuable insights, the book offers a never-before-seen look at each of the 9 types of Enneagrams. You will find that you don't just learn more about yourself and other people's perspectives, but also gain an understanding of why human beings think, feel, and act the way they do. Moving ahead, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Part 1. Enneagram, an ancient concept. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Enneagram? Although sounding similar to pentagram, the Enneagram has nothing to do with the occult. The Enneagram of personality, or simply the Enneagram, is a model of the human psyche, which is principally understood and taught as a typology of 9 interconnected personality types. The Enneagram defines 9 personality types, sometimes called Enneatypes, which are represented by the points of a geometric figure called an Enneagram, which indicate connections between the various personality types. Its name has Greek roots, Ennea meaning 9, and gram, meaning drawing or figure. Although the true origin of the concept of the Enneagram is disputable, it's largely believed to be the outgrowth of ancient Christian theology. However, the Enneagram is an idea that comes up across many different religions, not just Christianity. Judaism, Sufism, Taoism all use the 9-pointed Enneagram for spiritual enlightenment. The goal of the Enneagram is to help you understand your personality better and fix your flaws so that you can reach enlightenment. On top of that, you can use it as an aid for deciphering how your family and friends think and behave. By learning to listen to others, you will be able to understand them better and have more successful conversations. Part 2. The Gut Triad. The Enneagram consists of 3 distinct categories or triads. These are the gut, the heart, and the head. Let's talk about the Gut Triad first. The personality types comprising the Gut Triad are Type 1, Perfectionist, Type 8, Challenger, and Type 9, Peacemaker. The common denominator between the different personality types in the Gut Triad is anger. Take Type 8, the Challenger. The Challenger is known for being proactive, whether they are noticing something that's unfair or voicing an opinion. Their leadership qualities make them natural ringleaders, and the fact that they can't show vulnerability sometimes hinders their ability to form meaningful relationships. This type of people usually vent out their anger by engaging in verbal or physical conflict. Type 9, the peacemaker, is totally different from the challenger. Peacemakers try to avoid conflicts at all costs. They're great at understanding both sides of any situation and can act as a mediator if the need arises. However, since this type of people try to avoid problems and upsetting others, they tend to put a lid on their own emotions, especially when they're unhappy with an aspect of their relationship. This can sometimes backfire because they end up not expressing their needs in the relationship and things just fester, creating anger and frustration deep inside. Type 1. Perfectionists are a self-disciplined bunch, often with strong morals and attention to detail. Their prime concern is always to improve themselves and the world around them. The perfectionists have a tendency to see things as being inextricably black or white. When other people don't follow social norms or behave responsibly, perfectionists can get angry. Part 3. The Heart Triad. The personality types comprising the Heart Triad are Type 2, Helper, Type 3, Performer, and Type 4, Romantic. The common denominator between the different personality types in the Heart Triad is the feelings and emotions. Let's look at Type 2, the Helper. The Helper is a pretty amazing character. They're motivated by feeling needed by others, which can make them willing to sacrifice things for the sake of other people. On the flip side, Helpers tend to connect through relationships and don't often speak up in order to take care of their own needs. They might also believe that others should feel indebted to them because they provide so much care. Overall, Helpers try to attend to others' feelings at the cost of their own feelings. Type 3 is the Performer. Performers set their goals high and are always looking for ways to improve. The more successful they are, the better they feel about themselves. However, performers can often be their own worst enemy as they struggle to take responsibility for mistakes and may have trouble recognizing emotions in themselves or others. They're also very conscious of what others think of them and strive to gain others' approval. Completing the Heart Triad is Type 4, the Romantic. This personality type is known for their good taste and deep understanding of life in all its colors. They select and cherish a very wide variety of aspects of their life. Their weakness is that they have a hard time interacting with people, which can lead to loneliness and unpredictable behavior. To listen to more interesting summaries, please subscribe to my channel. Part 4. The Head Triad. The personality types comprising the Head Triad are Type 5, Investigator, Type 6, Loyalist, and Type 7, Enthusiast. The common denominator between the different personality types in the Head Triad is fear. Let's start with Type 5, the Investigator. This personality type loves to share their knowledge of things with others. They're very independent and are able to form logical and impartial opinions. There are some downsides though. Their tendency to be overly defensive and cynical can make it difficult for others to work with them. They also have a fear of dependency, which makes them appear very judgmental of other people's actions as well. Type 6 is the open and dependable loyalist. Loyalists are known for their commitment to their work and to others. They want to serve their family, friends, and community by providing stability. This can make people in this personality type feel safe with rules or order. However, they might worry about not being able to provide stability if they don't have that themselves. In other words, loyalists may suffer from feelings of insecurity. They might think about the worst that could happen in every situation, even though it's unlikely. They have the tendency to blow things out of proportion and worry about every little thing. Completing the Gut Triad and the Enneagram is type 7, the enthusiast. This type is usually very popular with their peers. They're always in a good mood and telling jokes, but they have their downsides like everyone else. Enthusiasts often suffer from commitment phobia. They usually try to avoid any negative emotions and do things that give them a high. Enthusiasts are the most likely type to become addicted, be it to bad habits or to substances. They often keep themselves busy by taking on too many social commitments. They'll buy a lot of material things to help distract themselves from their troubles, but never quite get around to taking care of their problems. Part 5. Wing numbers, stress numbers, and security numbers. Wing numbers. Enneagram wings are the two personality types in the triad on either side of a dominant type. Most people tend to lean towards one wing more than the other, but that doesn't mean you can't have traits from both. Your basic type dominates your overall personality, but the wings can have an important, sometimes contradictory influence on it. We humans have a dynamic nature, so we should view and understand our personalities with varying shades of a color as well. For example, a type 4 personality, romantic, can develop both the third, performer, and fifth, investigator wing attributes over time. Out in public, they can use the more outgoing and pleasing traits of their third wing. In the privacy of their own space, they can use the more thoughtful and attentive traits of their fifth wing. Stress and security numbers. There are a number of versions of each personality. Some may be healthier than others, but we all lie on a spectrum. Every person has their own personal touch to everything, and it's important to know if your personality is moving towards the healthy or unhealthy end of the spectrum when things are going well or downhill. When you're under pressure, going through difficult times, or not feeling your best, your personality will be drawn towards the stress number. In the Enneagram diagram, this is represented by an arrow moving away from your basic number. On the other hand, if you're feeling safe, secure, and confident, your personality will be drawn towards the security number. This is represented by the arrow moving toward your basic number on the 9-point diagram. Let's take the example of personality type 1, perfectionist. When this type of personality feels confident and secured, they feel drawn towards type 7, enthusiast. As a result, they feel more positive, forgiving, and open-minded. On the other hand, when the perfectionists feel stressed or overwhelmed, they are drawn towards type 4, romantic. They tend to absorb the negative traits of type 4, which includes low self-esteem, lack of self-love, and loneliness. Part 6. Why are our wing, security, and stress numbers important? The Enneagram is a tool for investigating your personality and how you can grow as an individual. It's important to know which direction your personality type is likely to move toward when you're feeling stressed out. The quicker you know, the better equipped you will be in dealing with stress and possibly unwanted reactions caused by it. Similarly, it's important to know the security number our personality type move toward so we can grow and develop into a healthy version of ourselves by incorporating these positive traits into our daily habits. Our wing numbers add important traits to our primary personality types, and we wouldn't be complete without these additional traits. Combined together, all these numbers help us get a better understanding of our true selves and deal with the challenges we encounter in life. Conclusion. The Enneagram is an ancient diagram with its roots going as far back as early Christianity. The Enneagram is important in gaining knowledge about yourself, how you behave, and how those around you react in certain situations. Through identifying your own Enneagram personality type and how it relates to your wing, stress, and security numbers, you will learn to modify your reaction to certain situations, thereby making better and more informed decisions in your life. Thank you for watching this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Your likes, comments, and shares are highly appreciated. See you soon in our next episode.